Hey y'all, yo, I'm on my lunch break, should I say? As far as working, always get hype on Fridays. Fridays are always a good day. I hope you're having a good day. One of the students just hit me up and said that they made their first sale, which is always exciting. Shout out to you, Mackenzie. Just again, y'all don't judge me. I know I'll be real. I'm gonna get on here and be myself. But y'all, thank y'all so much. Y'all was hyping me up yesterday. Um, and posting my, I guess the live that I did, it really resonated with y'all. And thank you, girl. I was just speaking my truth and be honest with y'all. But again, I wanted to get on here. I told Mackenzie, I told you I was gonna get on live and shout you out. You need to start your YouTube channel too, sis. But y'all, she just got DWA last. That's what I'm saying. Like, sis just got DWA last week, and she's already made her first sale. Already made her first sale. Y'all, get in here and lock in. I cannot say this enough. I cannot say this enough. I cannot say this enough. Yes, I help moms all the time. Sorry. Yes, I help moms all the time, but I also help other people get started as well. If this is your first time seeing me, my name is Sierra Janae. I'm a wife and mom of two. And digital marketing truly changed my life. And so I like to get on here and show y'all how y'all too can get this big bag, okay, and do the things that you want to do. Finally live a life of freedom. Stop thinking that it can't happen for you or that it's too good to be true or whatever. Everything in life I think that's worth having is definitely requires work. And if you put the work in, you'll reap the benefits, okay? Well, she is one of my again, I hope y'all don't mind that I'm eating. She is one of my in-depth like mentors. So I do offer like a mentorship bundle when you get DWA. Like I was telling y'all, probably at the first of the month, I am gonna be probably just not really promoting DWA just because no, not anything wrong with it. I mean, obviously I still have students that that I'm still gonna be mentoring. Y'all know who y'all are. But I really want to just kind of double down and focus on my offer. And so I really have been just trying to get on here and just share this with y'all because like if you are scared, if you're afraid, if you've been wanting to like start a side hustle and you're like, girl, I don't know, I'm just afraid to lock in, baby. I'm essentially starting over with scratch from you too. So inside of my community, in the Mompreneur Method, I took everything that I learned inside of DWA and I literally structured it for moms to learn that way. As a mom, having 1,001 things going on, let alone girl trying to mentor and coach people as well too, right? I don't have time to stare at the screen. I knew that a lot of moms kind of feel the same way. I work with a lot of moms that are girl sports mamas. They don't be having time. I'm like, girl, you can listen to this training while you at the football practice, while you at the game, whatever. So if you're looking for a beginner friendly way to get your feet wet inside of the digital marketing space, because y'all, digital marketing is a trending industry. It literally is not going anywhere. People love digital products. You can make a lot of money from digital products, even if you are someone who has no experience in it. Again, I personally always tell people go the done for you route because it's going to save you so much time, so much energy. That's the way that I went. And it's changed the game for me completely. I've now made over 300,000 plus dollars in this business module. And so when I made my first six figures, just to be honest with y'all, I was like, oh girl, we gonna have to. I mean, I wasn't planning on making this much. I'm grateful that I did, but it's time to branch off and do our own thing. Um, so I try to get on here and show y'all, let y'all know how you can get started, even with no experience, no large following. That's completely how I started. I started completely messy, all over the place, girl. I had 3 stores. I had a stand store, a Beacons, a Snip Feed store, girl, all over the place. But I finally kind of got myself together, got myself fully grounded, and I've been able to change my life and just, really truly be a blessing to so many other people, helping them start their journey so they can be a blessing to other people as well. Um, if you are someone who's convinced that investing in yourself is a scam, baby, you need to do some serious prayer and some serious mindset work on yourself because if you feel that way, that's not okay. You need to work on it. You need to go to therapy or something, bro. Because all right, everyone. One thing I'm gonna do is eat, okay? In the window that I got time to eat. I don't know why I still got this bracelet on. Sorry, but sometimes they'll be messing with me. Um, but yeah, so my program is gonna be going up because we're evolving. I'm adding more features to it. Like I said, it's called the Mompreneur Method. Right now, it's currently $177, and inside I teach you branding, marketing. And one thing that I was talking to my mentor about this, and I was like, I definitely got to start highlighting this and saying this to y'all. Like, I am very one, I'm very hands-on with my people, with the people that I help, but also I didn't really want my course to be like anyone else's, where like trying to outsource other people to teach, certain things. These are my real results. These are how my students have hit their first sale, their first 1K, their first 5K, 10K. I even have a student now that has made over $600,000 more money than me. So I took all of that training, all of the notes, everything, my prayers, child, and I put it inside of this training where it's podcast style for you to learn. But the really cool part is maybe you have a course that you've had for some time and you're passionate about it, right? But you just don't resonate with the training and it's hard for you to grasp it. Well, you can use NPM because the way I break things down, baby, you ain't gonna find no cultural mentor like me. I'm a completely different breed, okay? Uh, but I show you how to brand yourself, market. Sorry, y'all. Position yourself online. I gotta say, heard these notes too. Dang, now that I think about it. Market yourself, position yourself online. I go over live streaming. I also have some new modules that I'm getting ready to drop. And one feature that I'm adding to my community is I want to successfully help moms sell the program. So yes, you have access to all this training, but I'm now implementing starting tomorrow Sell It Mama Saturdays, where I'm literally showing you and walking you step by step to come up with a strong content plan to position yourself online, to appear to people and to get people to buy, and obviously it's for moms, you know what I'm saying? Y'all, as a mom, I tell y'all this all the time. We the number one problem solver. We always trying to figure some shit out. And then two, what mom don't want to be at home with her babies? What mom don't want to make passive income? You know what I'm saying? So if you're interested, I'm telling you now, girl, you better get it before the prices go up. Because once it goes up, it's up. It ain't coming back down. Right now it's just $177, so you literally can get started for as low as $44. On a payment plan, start learning this training and start reselling it as soon as tomorrow. Girl, I know you know some mamas. Before you go and get you a second job, girl, learn a high income skill. Better set you up to never be broken in your life. Y'all, my phone, and I don't even like to be on my phone like this, is literally an ATM machine. And it's crazy how everybody and their mama got a phone. Everybody and their mama got access to the internet. But yet you're complaining about not having the things that you want. You're complaining about not having more when you can change that literally in 30 days. So if you're interested, sorry y'all, and get it started, I'll be happy to help you. I love, 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 especially when I get text messages like this, like, girl, I just made my first sale. I'm like, girl, I ain't even made no money today yet. Look at you. Oh, at least I ain't checked my stand store, but I don't think I have. Maybe there's some affiliate sales, but y'all, when you invest in yourself, like I don't care if you want to learn trading, do what you got to do. But with real estate, just invest in yourself, y'all. The way that this economy is really set up and the way that it's going. Today I had a call with one of my students who's in, I never know how to say it. How you say it? I'm looking at her notes right now. Barin. Girl, she over there by Dubai somewhere. And like she's on a like a government, I forget the terminology, but anyways, like not having income. There's a lot of people that rely on, what's it called? WIC, motherfucking Section 8 and all that shit is about to be on pause. One, you shouldn't be relying on that shit anyway. Let's talk about that, but we'll talk about that another day. But two, this is why it's so important. This is why I tell y'all all the time, and that why I position myself like that. I'm not your typical creator that's like, oh, girl, quit your job tomorrow or whatever. I ain't gonna tell you that because all income is good income. If your job ain't stressful or whatever, you can make it work. I'm just telling you, because once you enter in entrepreneurship, like I'm telling you, go try to go get a property. Go try to go get something. They put you through hell and high water. And when your income is like up and down as an entrepreneur, because you have those days. I tell y'all all the time, I have $0 days where I don't make any money. I have days where I make a lot of money. It just all depends on how I show up. Some days are slower than the others. Some days are bigger than the others, right? But this is why I like still kind of being on my job, because I have a, obviously a base salary. So that alone allows me to get the things that I can. Plus, I'm me having my extra income that exceeds my income on my job. So, I always tell people, use what you can, baby. It's not just about, I mean, I can move around freely, do the things that I want. So I'm not one of those creators that's going to tell you, hey, girl, quit your job or whatever like that. A lot of my students are quitting their jobs, and I'm happy for y'all. I'm happy for y'all, but y'all said y'all was miserable. Man, quit that job if you miserable, okay? I want you to be in a good mind frame. I'm in a good mindset. But having multiple streams, it will set you up. So honestly, I don't feel like I have to work hard, because I got my job, my husband work, you know what I'm saying? And I have my digital marketing business, where literally is like my bread and butter, all of my, and then I've been able to take the money that I've made and invest it in other things as well. And that's what you should be doing. Yes, I know you want to live a life of freedom. Yes, I know you want to go on vacations, and you should do that, girl. You definitely should, and you can. But continuing to always invest in yourself, so it's never a worry, it's never a concern to be worried about money. That's the important thing, and that's what people need to realize. Materialistic things are great, they're exciting, but again, knowing that my kids are good, even though I got plenty of years to get their shit together, but knowing that they're good, that's more important. And as a mom, if that ain't one thing that I feel like all moms should be willing to do, maybe set them kids up, get that trust put together. You know what I'm saying? Get some life insurance for your babies and set them up, so if they decide that they want to go to college, you can pay for it, because we don't know what the hell the world's going to be then. Or two, you can set them up where they're not having to figure things out when they turn 18, or you like, oh, you got to go rent an apartment. Baby, have a house already paid for their asses. You know what I'm saying? I mean, at least that's what I believe in. So I try to get on here to answer any questions that y'all have, really just give you some motivation on starting, give you that push that you need, because you are good enough. You are talented. There's nothing special I tell people that I have that you don't. I was just someone that was like, I was tired. I was fed up. I was tired of my husband. Y'all, my husband is officially on day shift now. I'm so excited. My husband at the time, before I got started, he was working 2 full-time jobs trying to support us. And, I had me feeling like I was a single mom. I did not sign up to be nobody's single mother. You know what I mean? Not that there's an issue with single moms, but I mentally can't handle that capacity. Okay. I be telling the kids all the time, it's your daddy weekend. Get with them, even though it'd be in the other room. But, no, so when I started my business, I had no idea, one, that I would fall into coaching, that I would fall into mentoring, and that I would even be able to create my own community. But the one thing that I've learned, that, when you learn to serve other people and you learn to problem solve, not only can it just make you a lot of money, which is great, right? But being a blessing to other people is just the biggest thing that I've been able to take away from this. And like I said, it always excites me to hear people that, I helped, because I'll tell people it's not me, it's definitely you. I mean, I can help, and obviously in some way, somehow, like I give people their content plan, girl, I'll tell you what to post, all that type of stuff. But it really is in you being fed up and saying, you know what, I'm tired of this life. I'm tired of not being able to do things I want to do. So what? The world is going through hell or high water. I ain't got to go through that. I'm not feeling it. You know what I mean? So when you finally say yes to yourself, it literally can just be a 180 in your life. And at least in that case, it was for me. It was, a lot of people like to use their upbringing or where they come from as an excuse of why they can't do this or why they can't do that. But if you finally just make up in your mind that you want to live a different life, your habits will change, your routines will change, and the way that you think will change. I myself was a person that struggled with procrastination. I struggle with girl, final payment. I know you lying. Yes, do you mind if I make the final payment next week? And so far I'm learning to get rid of, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm gonna have to go back and read that. But yeah, so if y'all have any questions, like I said, I try to get on here and answer y'all questions. I'm back to posting like vlogs. I was thinking about dropping another vlog today, y'all. I don't know. Should I do it? I don't know. But yeah, I just like just showing people behind the scenes that y'all, I live a regular, smuggler life. I've been able to do again a lot of amazing things, but I don't really like to, I ain't trying to get on here and brag or anything like that. I just want y'all to know that no matter your upbringing, no matter what your house look like, no matter, baby, if you don't take them everyday moments and turn it into content, I literally, y'all, make $1,000 showing myself doing laundry, making $1,000 showing myself loading the dishwasher. Girl, you can do the same thing. I ain't better than you. So you just got to tap in, learn the skill, learn marketing, learn digital marketing, learn affiliate marketing, learn about print on demand, learn all these different skills, girl. I'm sure you'll find a way to fall in love with it. I do it the simple way, a little 7-second video, put a little text on screen, and people buy, but it's not just about getting the sale. Again, it's about helping people. So if you're a person that, doesn't mind to help people and wants to serve people, I highly recommend that you look into digital marketing. I personally will help you get started. Again, I do have a mentorship bundle where I will show you like literally what to post, because a lot of people go through that struggle that first week and just trying to figure it out. I just had somebody write me now talking about I'm just trying to get over fear and get to posting. But I'm telling you, tap in, y'all, tap in, tap in. Whichever social media platform you want. I'm personally a YouTube girly. I love me some YouTube, but lock in, y'all. Like people are making thousands and millions of dollars literally just by being consistent and showing up and posting 7-second videos. You can't post a 7-second video. You ain't got time to do that. And two, like I just meet so many people where it's just like, y'all, you gotta get your priorities together. You talking about doing this traveling and going to go see Brandy and Monica, doing this, doing that, but you ain't got money to pay your rent. Like it gotta make sense. Why are you so afraid to invest in yourself? What is gonna happen? I get on here and I tell y'all all the time, people are so quick to be like, oh, I'm gonna go back to college and get my degree, I'm gonna do this or whatever like that, be quitting their job. So I'm gonna go back to college to get my degree, or whatever like that, and don't got no game plan. You know what I'm saying? And again, and if you are on some kind of government assistance, let let this be a learning lesson. Like you cannot have all your eggs in one basket, because if you do, baby, it's gonna show you real quick. And that's why I'm saying ain't nothing wrong with working a 9 to 5, having you a little side hustle, using that side hustle to do the things that you want to do, right? Fund the lifestyle that you want to live, right? Paying off your bills. I was just so grateful that I was able to, finally be able to put my bills on auto pay and not have to worry and not have to stress, not have to be like, okay, let me transfer this over and do that. You know what I mean? Like that's not living. And that damn sure ain't freedom. You know what I'm saying? So I know you've probably seen plenty of people talking about it. I know you've been thinking about it because you obviously you're watching this live today, but don't why would you be afraid to invest in yourself? Okay, there's really a lot of people out here that are willing to help. You just ask questions, you can do your research. Y'all, we have the internet, we have free advertisement. Social media is free advertisement. I guarantee y'all in 10 years from now, mark my words, they're gonna start charging us to use social media platforms. I know that they will, because so many businesses are growing overnight. So many businesses are literally evolving and elevating overnight, all from just showing up and being consistent. All from I tell you all the time, I get on YouTube and I'm like, y'all, film your behind the scenes. That is how I grew my business. Honestly, not saying that the posting consistently wasn't a thing, because it definitely was. But it really skyrocketed for me, and where I was able to hit my first 6 figures, literally from showing the behind the scenes. And I wasn't all glammed up. Baby, y'all go and watch some of my vlogs. A lot of those vlogs brought in tons and tons of sales, and still brings in sales for me. So again, if I can do this, you can do this as well. Everything that I'm talking about is going to be linked down in the description. Y'all can literally get started on a payment plan. So before you think about buying them tickets to go see Brandy and Monica, ask yourself, do you have 6 months of rent saved up? Do you have 6 months of your mortgage payment saved up for a rainy day? Girl, if your furnace went out, if your air conditioner went out, are you good? You know what I'm saying? If God forbid, if something happened to you or a family member, are you set up? Because those are the things that I was not prepared for, baby. I was just living to be living. You know what I'm saying? Okay, we're gonna take it a day at a time. You know what I mean? And again, I had all my eggs in one basket. God forbid if something happened to my husband, he got hurt, if he was the, you know what I mean, obviously the sole provider for our family, I would have been looking real motherfucking crazy. So again, this is the time to set yourself up as we're getting ready to go into a new year. It would be really just great. Like just, I don't know, I just like starting a new year off right with a new skill, a new mindset, a new way of thinking, and knowing that you can have whatever it is that you want in this world, whatever that you desire, but you got to lock in and believe in yourself. You got to learn a skill. Even if something as simple as getting back in your Bible, girl, and just knowing that God already promised us so much. And the sooner that you realize that and lock in, you wouldn't be living a life that you live and complain about, oh, I don't have this, or I can't do things that I want to, or I'm living paycheck to paycheck, or I'm burnt out, or I'm tired, or whatever. That was the thing, that was the wake-up call that I had to have with myself in order to get myself to the next level. And I had to change my way of thinking. I had to change my daily routine. I had to change the people that I was around. And once I did that, my life completely changed for the better. And it's been ever since on the up and up. So if you are someone that feels like you're just in a down downward spiral or just in a bad place in your life right now, just know that that can be turned around. Again, get in your Bible, open up your Bible. Maybe if you got to use ChatGPT and be like, hey, I'm struggling with this. God, can you lead me in the right way? What are some, ChatGPT, what are some scriptures that will help me, really just increase my faith? Because again, when you lock in and baby, give it to God, Chad, I'm just saying, your life can completely, y'all, the life that I get to live now to this day, again, I'm not trying to brag or nothing like that. Chad, I'm telling you, I'll be like, who? Chat, and this is why I always tell my students and people that I mentor, like, girl, journal, because and it's so important. And the reason why, not just for reflection, and things that you're going through in the moment, but just more so like that you're going to elevate in your life. You know that you're going to get further, right? So appreciate this journey right now. Again, that's why I'm always telling y'all to to vlog your daily life so you can look back at this. Like when I go back and look at like where my mindset was at and where I'm at today, like I'm telling you, if somebody would have told me this 2 years ago, like, Sierra, you're going to be coaching people, mentoring people, you're going to drop your own community, have your merch line, have a podcast, be doing this, doing that, I would have been like, girl, no, that don't even sound like me. Like how, where, when, who? Like me? You know what I mean? But once I decided to just really give everything to God and say, God, lead me and guide me, position me where I'm going to be a blessing to others because that's just who I am and that's who I want to be. I just said, okay, God, if this is what you want, y'all, I wasn't even going to do digital marketing because you know why? I tried to sell my own products and nobody was buying them. But it wasn't because that they suck. And I tell y'all this all the time. It was because that I didn't know marketing. I didn't take the time to learn the skill to show up as the expert that I am now. And when I say expert, it's not that I have all the answers. That's not what I'm saying. But to actually work on my craft. If you want to play basketball, baby, you're gonna keep bouncing the ball and trying to shoot every day, every day. Anything that's worth having and taking yourself to the next level, it's gonna require work. It's going to require transformation. If you are, like I said, upset in the situation that you're in right now, do you really think that your life is going to change if you do the same shit tomorrow or the same shit next year? The worst place that you could be um, in your life is the same place that you was in, this time next year. What you in right now, and again, you got to have that conversation with yourself and make the decision. You know what? I am worth investing in myself. I do want more out of life. So what am I going to do about it? Right? Again, you go back to school, that's what you want to do, but realistically, is that going to get you where you want to be? Again, it's cute saying you got a business degree, girl, but I'm just saying, baby, if you're a color folk with all this whole DEI shit being canceled and all of that, child, you better learn a high income skill, baby. Everybody want a good ebook, a good course, or whatever like that. And I know that you're talented in something, and you can use the things that you learn, baby. A mom going through pregnancy, breastfeeding, maybe you're a dad navigating manhood in your 30s. People want this information, y'all. What is the first thing that people do? Like, what's the first thing that you do when you have a problem with it? What you do? You go to the internet and you try to find a solution to your problem. Well, in digital marketing, that's all this is, y'all. You literally can take the things that you know that you have knowledge in and package it in the ebook, a guide, a course, and sell it over and over and over. The course that I got started with, DWA, I have been selling it now for 17 months. I still make passive income from it. And the information that I actually learned in it was helpful. I learned how to brand myself. I learned how to market. I learned how to pre-launch products. That was the thing that I was really missing when I was trying to sell my own products. And that's why I really felt like I flopped. I just hopped on the scene and was like, hey, y'all, buy my product. Buy my product. It's so amazing. I work so hard on it. Don't nobody give a damn about that. Okay. They need to see that you are an expert. People have to see you 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times before they feel comfortable. You got to get people to feel comfortable to actually like you, make them feel like they know you so they can trust you, so they can eventually buy from you. And it's not about, one thing that I used to struggle with was like, well, I just feel guilty about, I gotta look up her payment thing. I just feel guilty about like, I feel like I'm selling things. I'm selling. But once I actually learned the skill and seen how to transform my life, I was like, this isn't selling, y'all. I'm just letting you know that this is what you can do. Your life can look completely different in 30 days from now if you lock in and learn a skill. You know what I mean? Your life can be the life, whatever it is that you want. Everything that I have said and that I've prayed about and I've asked God to, really bless me with, not just materialistic things, but just a peace of mind. I have gotten that. And it's just opened up the doors for so many other things. And, these are things that I talk about with like my people that I mentor. Um, and that I coach, on a day-to-day basis. Like, you can completely transform your life. So sis, I'm telling you, and this is coming from a person that was homeless, that didn't have nothing, that grew up in the system, girl. I stopped using them as excuses. I stopped saying, okay, so what? My mama was a crackhead. So what? My daddy ain't shit. So what? I'm gonna do something different about it. So what? My siblings ain't doing nothing with their life. I'm gonna do something with mine, and I'm gonna choose to be a generational curse breaker. And from that moment, and that's the biggest thing, just saying yes to yourself, saying yes, I can be different. I can be the first six-figure earner in my family. I can be the first seven-figure earner in my family. Who gonna beat me up if I try? Who gonna, you know what I'm saying? So again, right now is just a perfect time to lock in. Because again, like, what is this world going to, y'all? Like, sis, you need to be looking into dual citizenship, because what we gonna do? Shit's only gonna get worse. We got 3 more years of some bullshit. Okay. So maybe you better lock in and figure it out. So if you have any questions, again, I try to get on here every day to answer, share my story, like I just told you, I'm one of my mentees. I'm so excited because she just started last week. And she's really locking in. One thing, I said that I was gonna start kind of explaining this a little bit more in depth, but when you do get my mentorship bundle, you get a 30-day. First of all, you get a Google Drive, because I'm real big on like giving you, keeping you working, keeping you busy, and keeping you locked in. I don't want you to waste your time. I know a lot of people, when they get a course, it's still can be a little bit confusing and just trying to navigate the platform. So I give you the modules that you're going to go in, and like use that I want you to go in on a daily basis. I drop a content plan for you. So literally I ask for like a bio from you. And I have you like, just tell me, who are you interested in helping? I literally help you structure your Instagram or whatever social media platforms you plan on using. I give you a 30-day content plan. So literally what to post, what to say, story ideas, all of that. And like a lot of my students are really taking off with that, getting their first couple of sales and, killing it. I always try to stick with people at least until they get their first, 1 or 2 sales, and I kind of let you do your own thing. I mean, you always will have support. I always help anybody. You get my business line, and then we just meet on a weekly basis just to ensure that, you're getting everything that you need, because y'all, there is plenty for all of us. You know what I mean? This market is not saturated. You are unique. You have a story, a purpose, and it's going to help somebody. So stop thinking that, oh, well, I'm thinking about doing it. So many of y'all tell me that, like, I want to, but how am I going to get sales if this person is selling or whatever? Like, y'all, there are billions and trillions of people. I just told y'all, one of my students that I just got off a call with, she literally is in Bahrain. So again, like, you can't think small. You can't think, like, I believe, and I say this all the time, God will create the audience for me and come my way. If, again, I would not have thought, in a million years that I would have made 6 figures, y'all, literally in a course of 9 months. Like, there's no way, but I did. I stuck with it. I really resonated with the training. I myself, y'all, I used to try to be a social media manager, girl. So when I first got into this, I was like, oh, I know this, I know that. Girl didn't know nothing. Okay. I knew a little basic stuff that I had been watching from YouTube University. But, DWA completely changed my life. And now to be able to branch off and do my own thing and to specifically help moms, because I am determined to help millions of moms get their bag, get rich. You know what I mean? And not just in their pockets, but in their mindset as well, and live the life that they want to live. Again, so what? The world is feeling a certain type of way, baby. We don't feel it over here. So again, if you want to learn, like I said, I try to hop on here every single day. I post vlogs showing my behind the scenes of how I film content, how you can film content, again, using what you have to make it work. Because again, sis, you're going to elevate, you're going to get to that next level, and you're going to continue to learn. Okay. Like, your life, again, I can't say this enough, y'all, can look completely different in 30 days if you locked in. You know what I mean? Again, really just think about how we was like, kind of taught, like, growing up, like, you graduate high school, you go to college, even though you ain't got shit figured out really. You know what I mean? You pick this career, you lock in on it, and you know what I'm saying, eventually you get into all this debt, and some hopefully land a job, you know what I mean, in the field that you study, right? And it's like, really, that head start is setting you up for failure when you think about it. Now, if you're trying to go be a doctor, a lawyer, whatever like that, for sure, go to school. But if you decide not to do nothing with your degree, like myself, I have a degree in aviation engineering, you're gonna be looking real crazy, right? You can't resell that to anybody. So that's why really learning a skill like affiliate marketing, digital marketing could be really beneficial for you, because even if you decide, you know what, I don't want to resell this course, you know what, you can take the skills that you learn and do something with it somehow, some way. The amount of things that I get to do on a daily basis, y'all, like, I mean, as a mom, if I was throwing my kids a birthday party, well, I learned about, Canva inside of this course. I can create my own little, what I'm saying, flyers or invitations for my kid's birthday, right? I don't have to outsource and pay for that. If I wanted to, I told y'all, like, I had created someone's community and course, all from the skills that I learned from the program that I got started with. I can take any of the modules inside of the program and literally create a YouTube video because people want to learn that information. So there's so many different ways, so many streams of income that you can create for yourself if you just say yes. And again, before you go and buy, maybe go out and get you a cute little outfit today, or maybe go and get you a new bag or some new shoes or whatever. Like, yeah, that's great, and you should treat yourself, right? But are you going to be worried about how to pay your rent? Are you going to be worried about how to pay the light bill, the electric bill, or whatever? Y'all, people are out here literally putting groceries on Afterpay, which is insane, right? But you won't take the time to learn a skill, to learn to set yourself up. To, you know what? I'm constantly having deposit. Y'all should be cashing out $500 to $1,000 every single day. And the reason why I say that is because I do it. Okay. And again, I'm not saying it's a brag or anything like that. And that's not even a lie. I have students, again, that make more money than me now, but again, this is their full-time thing. Like I said, maybe work your job and have your little side hustle so you don't feel obligated that you got to do some overtime, or you don't feel obligated that you got to work on the holiday just so you can get an extra little point. Baby, have your business work for you where you make money in your sleep. Because I'm telling you, you learn how to make money in your sleep, you will never, ever, like, have to work until the day you die. Ain't nobody, y'all, it's people that's 70 years old still working, all because they didn't get their ducks in a row, all because they didn't set themselves up. We as this generation have access to AI, to the internet, to free advertisement, and it can change our lives. Sis, if you make jewelry, you can have a jewelry business. Sis, if you fucking are good at teaching kids how to read, you can have a business from that. Maybe you're a party planner and you know how to put together, like, different templates and stuff like that you can make money from that. So again, I don't care whatever it is. I want you to really just think about this, and I'm gonna let y'all go. What is something that people come and always ask you about? What is something that people are like, man, you always do or whatever, right? Think about that. I guarantee you, and this is what I'm just gonna give y'all a little homework. I want you to open up ChatGPT and be like, you know what? Hey, such and such always is asking me for relationship advice or whatever like that, whatever, maybe you've been married for some time or whatever like that. Can you give me maybe 5 profitable digital products that I can sell and start making money tomorrow? And I guarantee you, ChatGPT gonna spit something out, whatever it is. I don't care what it is. Maybe it's painting. I don't know, right? And I guarantee you it's going to give you a game plan, and that should hype you up. And if you don't want to do the hard labor of trying to start from scratch, you don't have to. Get you a done for you digital marketing course like Digital Wealth Academy or NPM if you're a mom, and use it, get your feet wet. Because the biggest thing that holds a lot of people back is making that first dollar online. I too kind of went through it too. I remember when I made my first UGC, like I had my first UGC deal. If y'all don't know what user generated content is, that is like just basically you creating content for brands, even with having a small following, so you're not like an influencer. And I got paid $50. A lot of the deals that I had did prior to that was strictly just like a gifted product where they'll just give me something and I have to make a video in exchange, but I didn't get paid for it. But when I made my first $50, I was like, wow, I can make money outside of a 9 to 5. There is more to this, right? I can create businesses once I invest in myself and I start seeing income come through. Y'all, it can literally open up the door for you to finally have that freedom that you want. So you can finally quit that rat race of like, oh, I gotta get this money, I gotta get this money, I gotta get this money. Y'all, when I wake up, I'm like, money is energy. I know that before I close my eyes, maybe I done made at least $500, and that's such a good feeling and a blessing to know that as long as I have a phone and Wi-Fi, baby, ain't no worries over here. I can do whatever it is that I want. I can give my kids the things that I want. No more, oh, mommy can't do this for you. Mommy can't make that happen. No, whatever it is that you want to do, wherever it is that you want to go, maybe travel, buy your dream car, all of these things, y'all. I was able to finally do that. And if I can do it, I know you can too. So, y'all, we got 2 months, like literally November is next week. This is the perfect time to finally lock in, learn a skill. Girl, it only take you a couple of days to go through some modules, set your systems up. If you get started with me, I'll help you do all of that. But set your system up and change your life. Y'all have seen so many people from the ages of 16 all the way up to 67 changed their lives. But you know what? They was locked in and they was ready for change. They was fed up and they was tired. And no, it's not about like you living paycheck to paycheck. Maybe you're not, but maybe you just need more. Maybe you just need a little extra over the top. And again, just having your eggs in one basket ain't cool. So many people are having to dive into their 401ks and take withdrawals out and stuff like that, all because of this economy and the things that we're going through. Get ahead of this now. Be proactive now. So that's not something that you have to worry about. People are having to downsize and sell their homes. Get ahead of this now so you can drop an extra little payment on your principal and handle your business. So you can finally go into the new year. Oh, bills is on auto pay. I'm paid up 4 months. Baby, Geico, I ain't worried about them. Verizon, I ain't worried about them because I'm paid up. These are the things, again, the luxury and all that, that's cute. But setting yourself up for a rainy day, again, ask yourself, are you set if something was to happen, God forbid, if something was to happen, are you gonna be good? Are you gonna be cool? Or are you gonna be looking crazy and wish that you had something and asking somebody to borrow, try to hurry up and trying to go get a payday loan? Ain't nobody trying to go through that cycle. And if you are going through that cycle, knowing that, just know that you can get out of it, because I once was in that cycle too. So, all right, y'all, that was my TED Talk for the day. As always, if you want to learn more, check out my YouTube channel, subscribe if you're watching this live. And again, don't be afraid to do research, y'all. I tell people all the time, maybe I'm not your cup of tea, and that's completely fine, but I can speak from experience. I can speak from mentoring over 400 plus people now, that digital marketing, I don't care if you're a male, female, young, old, it can happen for you. Black, white, purple, orange, yellow, Mexican, whatever. Baby, I didn't work with everybody. If you lock in, if you believe in yourself, and if you change your mindset, baby, the things that you think that you want, baby, are minuscule to God, and He will give it to you. If you lock in and be disciplined. That discipline is everything. Okay, but everything will be linked down below. Payment plans are available, y'all. No excuse. No excuse. Okay, so again, I'm telling you now, before you get that Grubhub tonight, before you go to the movies tonight, before you go out with the girls tonight, ask yourself, damn, my bank account, it ain't looking how I want it to look. But if I actually learn a skill, baby, fuck going out to the club tonight. Fuck, we getting the club. We buying the club, okay? We gonna be the club. That's how you gotta think. You know what I mean? I always tell people you gotta think big, bitch, okay? Start thinking big. Just realize, y'all, I'm telling y'all, if y'all don't take nothing from me, just know that whatever it is that your heart desires, I'm telling you, God wants you to have more times 10. Okay? So lock in, learn a skill, learn affiliate marketing, digital marketing. I promise you, your life. Y'all, this is another thing that I like to say too. I feel like I didn't get to say this on my live yesterday. It's something about when you start making money, just like how one, people perceive you differently, and just the doors open up for so many opportunities. Creating a personal brand is probably one of the best things that I could ever do. And I'm like, it's so funny how when you need the shit, you got to pay for it, but when you don't need it, you ain't got to pay for it. The amount of different trips that I get offered on, like, hey, can you come and create content or whatever, because I have to be consistent with posting content in regards to my business, getting free stuff, free products and things like that. Like, it literally mind boggling, I'm telling you. So look into it, change your life today. You can get started on a payment plan. I'll be happy to get you started. If you have questions, feel free to DM me on Instagram, or you can email me at sierrajane@yahoo.com or at gmail.com. It's just my name, y'all. Okay. But all right, y'all, I will see y'all probably tomorrow. I'm telling you now, girl, if you are a mom and you are serious about making income, I'm telling you, I'm your girl, and I'm gonna show you how to do it. I'm gonna show you how to finally start making them $100 to $400 days, because it's really simple to do. I created a done for you system that literally teaches all of this plus more. It's mindset training, it's faith based, and it's gonna give you everything that you need. And girl, I'm telling you now, the price is going up. November 1st to $297. So girl, you better grab it while it's $177 for as low as $44 to get started. But all right, y'all have a good afternoon, a good Friday. And as we get ready to go into this month, I'm telling you, lock in, be a completely different person, because it will change your life. Okay. Purposely, I want you to be a different person. Okay. Hey, I was just about to log off. Hey, Mara, I definitely want to know more about affiliate marketing. Yes, it's so like basically what I do is I got started with the program. It's called Digital Wealth Academy, and girl, it shows you everything that you need. You'll learn branding, marketing. I can kind of quickly show you if you got a second. I always like to show people what's inside of the course in the community if you want me to. I gotta get on, yeah, because I got 30 minutes. I'm gonna show you my screen real quick, sis, so you can see. I got you. I got you. I got you. And how you can get started, sis? You literally can get started for $55 down, and you'll get me as your coach, as your mentor. You get my personal business line. But this is the exact course that I got started with, that I made my first six figures with as a complete beginner. Let me share my entire screen with you, girl. You get okay, because I like to get straight to the point. Let me know if you see my screen, Mara. Because I don't want to get on here and just showing you. I always get excited. Okay, so this is Digital Wealth Academy. This is the course that I got started with, girl. As you can see, there's 129,000 people inside of here, sis. When I got in here, it was 42,000 people. This is Rachel. She's the creator, and this is the community tab. But DWA is literally the one-stop shop when it comes to like monetizing yourself online and with anything digital marketing. One thing that's also included is all video instruction, right? Modules that I'm gonna show you in a second. But we also have these master classes that really change the game and give you that extra little boost of training that you need. Now, you'll get me as your coach and your mentor, but this is really helpful just because you're getting trained by 7-8 figure earners, which I don't care what nobody say, baby. If I'm gonna learn something, I'm gonna learn from an 8-figure earner. So every week we have these classes, and they even include some bonuses in there. I'm gonna quickly kind of show you some testimonies. I told you I've made over 6 figures. I've now made over $290,000 with this program alone, just reselling it as is. You know, me talking about it online. This is what I do. I post short form content, 3 to 7 second videos, sometimes 30-second videos on just the things that I've learned, how I've been able to help other people and everything like that. But here are just some quick testimonies in here, because I like to show people, you know, because I know people be thinking like, oh, it might be a fluke, maybe you just looked up or whatever. But as you can see, this chick here, she said, oops, sorry, we love to see a woman of color. That always makes us feel good, right? But she said, from 0 sales to daily orders, what changed? Not long ago, I was stuck with 0 sales. And she was second guessing everything. I kept watching others win and wondering, what am I missing? But instead of giving up, I decided to shift my approach, and it made all of a difference. Today, I'm finally seeing consistent results and proof below. So she's made over $15,000 in this business module. Who else? And as you can see, just a whole bunch of different people. You're going to learn drop shipping, other streams of income. But I always tell people, just getting used to, like, I don't know if you have any experiences, but just really just getting used to, you see it, okay. Just getting used to really just making, like, people have to get over that initial hump of making money online, because it's just like, so like, oh, can I really do this? Can I really do this? So I always tell people, start the route of reselling the course. Do you have to do that? No. But, you know, that's how I started, and then I branched off into other side hustles. I do like to tell my students personally, don't get in here and because there is a lot of good information, and be like, okay, I'm gonna focus on reselling the course, and I'm gonna do print on demand, and I'm gonna do Pinterest, and whatever. Focus on one thing, give it 100%, and I promise you, if you lock in, your life could look completely different in just a few a months, a few days in some cases, right? This person here said that they made $6,000 in 16 days. You know, again, so many amazing testimonies in here. I always tell my students, girl, stay in these testimonies, okay? Because it's going to keep you inspired. Again, especially when we see people that look like us. Okay, that was important to me. Okay, this person that they made 100K in 5 months, from struggling to 75K with 8K followers. So again, so many amazing testimonies in there. If you want to do this completely faceless, you can. You have that option. I always tell my students, go face forward, share your story, because that's what's going to resonate with people, and that's what's going to make people trust you. But as you can see, all of these are just different video instruction modules. You're going to learn mindset. Probably one of the biggest things that you're going to take away from here, the branding, the marketing, growing on Instagram, all that, great. But of course, all of this information you could find on YouTube. Now, it's not going to be in depth like how they offer it inside of DWA, but mindset is literally 80% of this. And as you can see, all of the information inside of here is structured. I love that you can bounce around and really take what you need and leave what you don't. This is Richard. He's one of the co-creators inside of here. Like I said, he's an 8-figure earner, and he really drops a lot of good gems a lot of the times inside of DWA. It's just so beneficial. It really can change like everything for you. When I got in here, girl, it was not this many modules in here. And once you're in the price, like once you're inside of DWA, you have lifetime access. They're getting ready to have an actual 3.0 coming. So new modules are coming, new ways of learning, but you're going to learn attraction marketing, how to sell in your stories, how to sell in your DMs. Again, if you want to be a faceless creator, you can do that. And done for you reels, all of that. And then they also have men's in marketing. You'll learn how to grow on Instagram. This module helps so many people just finally grow their Instagram if you're struggling with that. So that alone is really kind of worth the price of DWA, because once you start growing and you're being consistent on social media, brands will start messing with you, and you can make money that way as well too. You're going to learn all about content creation, CapCut editing, photography, videography. On this second page here, if you want to learn how to create your AI twin, I personally even have a student who uses these two modules, and she created her own AI business. So she does like AI photo shoots for people, and she makes money doing that. Canva essentials, how to automate your business. And as you can see, sis, so much more, literally so much in here to learn and really monetize yourself online. Again, like I can't say it, like this program completely changed everything for me. I ain't gonna lie, I was terrified to invest in myself, but I'm so glad that I did, because I would have let $497 hold me back. So like I said, you can get started on a payment plan. I do have two different options available for you. And then one thing, I don't know if you're a mom. Are you a mom, Mara? Let me know if you're a mom, because I always do something special for moms if they do get DWA from me. Like I don't know if you heard me when I was on here earlier, but sorry. Will you still be included? Yeah, that's what I was just about to say. So, yep. So if you're a mom, I do throw in NPM, and I'm really going to be stopping that at the end of this month. So yes, if you are a mom, I will be throwing in NPM, because girl, look, I gotta start getting my revenue for NPM too now. But yes, if you also look, I love that. I love that because I love my mamas. Yes. So not only are you going, okay, two boys. Yep. So if you get DWA, I throw in NPM absolutely free. That way you have two systems that you can sell. Because sometimes, with DWA, not that is there anything wrong with it, because again, I learned everything that I know from that program, but you may resonate more with NPM. So that way I want you to have two systems that you have ready to go that you can resell. My program, you can resell it for 100% profit. DWA is 85%. So every time you resell it, it is $422. So yes, girl. And like I said, I got started that way. So many of my students start off that way, and then they branch off and do other things. I tell people all the time, y'all, DWA is not just, it's not just about reselling the course. It really is your stepping stone into getting into entrepreneurship and actually seeing success with it. Because I'm telling you, if you stay in the modules and you stay in the training, you attend these master classes and all the resources that they include with it, you're going to be locked in and you're going to stay inspired to want to do. Hence why I ended up creating my own community, because I was like, girl, if I can make all this money selling somebody else's stuff, surely I can make me a coin doing my own thing, because I'm a hell of a, coach and mentor. And I learned coaching. I'm so sad that they don't have the mentoring module in there anymore. They took it out, but I actually am getting ready to drop one inside of NPM. So I'm dropping UGC, print on demand, different ways for moms to monetize themselves. Because baby, all mamas should be rich, okay? And if y'all haven't already, if you are someone that's still a little bit on the fence, mama, I understand. Go ahead and get my mama You Should Be Rich ebook that I put together for y'all, because I'm literally showing you step by step how to start your business. And I told y'all, I'll be saying this, I'm gonna say this before I get off of here. Cause y'all, I always get this DM, and I don't know why. Like y'all, every time I get on here, I always show y'all this. I'm gonna go to my website, y'all. When you go to my website, if you scroll down, first of all, this is the Mama You Should Be Rich guide. Okay, I'm telling you, grab it while you can, girl, before the price go back up. But this is NPM, y'all. If you click on any of these, the payment plans are available. Now, this DWA right here, this one right here is just DWA itself. You'll still get my business line or whatever where you can ask me questions, but I do offer in-depth mentorship if you buy this one here. But when you click on it, I just want to kind of quickly show y'all, because y'all don't be believing me. So I'm like, the payment plans aren't working. Baby, you got to click on the button, okay? So scroll all the way down. Y'all can see I got testimonies and stuff like that. But just all you have to do is just click on Klarna or Afterpay. And again, if you click learn more here, you'll see the payment plans available. So again, you can get started for as low as $53 down, y'all, okay, today. And you can resell it even with just only making one payment. That's exactly how I started. So if I can do it, you can do the same thing. If Klarna doesn't work, you definitely can use Afterpay. And I also tell a lot of people, like, if none of those work for you, you can always use what's it called? Child Affirm. So again, girl, stop making excuses, get started. I'll be happy to help you with your content plan and do your motherfucking thing, okay? Are you currently doing your live only on YouTube and not TikTok? I am. I didn't feel like getting on TikTok today, Christian. I love how you called me out. I have your YouTube course. I love it. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much, sis. I appreciate it. Look, now I wish you would have told me oh well, no, I just put it on there for free. So hopefully you got it for free and you don't have to pay for it. Because I'm gonna say, girl, it's included inside of NPM. So you don't even need that. But I hope you're learning. Are you on YouTube and any other social media platforms right now, sis? Because definitely what I'm gonna tell you when I start working with you is you gonna be filming your behind the scenes, y'all. I cannot say it enough. Get on YouTube, share your journey, share that you got to finally invest in yourself. Share that because I'm telling you, like when people go on this journey, I get literally the same messages every single day of like, oh my God, I remember when you first started. I literally just posted a story today of one of the young ladies that I just started mentoring her, and she the one I was talking about that's in Bahrain. And she's like, I've been watching you for so long or whatever. I'm like, y'all, stop sitting back and watching and take action because I'm telling you, you're gonna look back. That'd be my biggest regret. Like, girl, why I didn't start sooner? Why? But God's timing is everything. So you batch recording. Good, 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 good. Are you doing it like in like Canva and stuff like that? Do you have any other courses or anything right now, sis? I'm on YouTube and TikTok. Okay, okay. Girl, look, TikTok is it's a little overwhelming for me. I be getting a little nervous when I'm on there. YouTube is just like my home, and then Instagram is where I started at. But I always tell people like pick them two like platforms that you gonna rock and rock them, okay? And for real, and repurpose your content, okay? Repurpose. Are you do you have any other like courses or because one thing, as much as I definitely would like to work with you, but I always be telling people like don't be course hopping. Stick with something, ride with it. You know what I mean? Again, I'll be talking myself out of, money, but I'm serious. Like if you have a courses, I don't know if you know this, I work with people all the time that have like UBC, SWC or whatever. And if you do, those are amazing programs too. You can use those as well. Again, I'm always gonna tell you DDWA or MPM, but still, like, always make your profit back, or always make your money back and everything like that, and then move. I see so many people where they'll go down this rabbit hole of, what do they call it? The shiny object syndrome. And it's like, no, lock in, make your money back, prove to yourself that you can do this, and then move on and elevate to the next thing or whatever like that. Again, I shouldn't say that, but I'm gonna say that. Hey Natasha, how are you, sis? Happy Friday, girl. Happy Friday. Happy Friday, mama. Christian said, no, Sierra. I wasn't trying to call you out. I was just wondering since you're typically on there too. Yeah, I just ain't, I'm a vibe person, Christian. If I ain't feeling it, I ain't doing it. I want to though, because y'all, this is why I'm trying to tell y'all when y'all be asking me these questions. I'd be like, child, I consider myself an expert for me, but I'm like, maybe I don't have all the answers. I finally learned how to make like a little board. So I do need to get on TikTok. I'll probably get on TikTok. Look, y'all, Fridays, let's be honest, people get paid on Fridays. So it's a good time, baby. You better be living on live on Friday, honey. But no, I just try to, like YouTube is just my home. And I did a live yesterday and like it really like I just the confirmation. I was like, yeah, this is where I need to be. This is my heart and my style. Okay, YouTube. We locked in. We locked in. LOL, nah. I only got your YouTube and the mom should be rich. I'm currently reading that one too. Yes, sis. And I know you're gonna find that really helpful and get you going. And I'm so excited for you. So yeah, whenever you're ready, sis, I got you. But like I said, lock in with me before the first. Because like I said, I am definitely not gonna be offering that. So if anybody's in here and you're interested in getting DW or if you're coming back and watching this live, I'm telling y'all, I gotta make my coin from MPM too, though. Okay, I can't keep giving away for free, but I'll be trying to help the girls. But I'm like, I can't keep giving away for free, y'all. So after, like I said, after October 31st, baby, I lead you to the water. I can't make you drink. Don't you feel though like you don't get as much reach on YouTube lives as you do on TikTok? No, not at all. Well, see, this the thing. You see how ain't nobody in here right now, Christian. Let me tell you something, baby. I get all of my sales from you because a lot of people go back and watch them. A lot of people like yesterday. I think I had like 4 or 5 people in my live yesterday. And when I tell you, because I always like look at my analytics on Stand Store, when I tell you 7 of my sales came from YouTube for my YouTube live. People go back and watch them, and on TikTok, you can't, well, at least I haven't figured out, other than cutting the video up, you can't you can't repost that. So just because nobody's in your live at that moment, that don't mean nothing, baby. They always come back and watch, okay? And like it'd be like 100, 200, 300, baby, 10 of them people, they're gonna buy. If you're giving that value, you're showing, what I mean, or whatever like that. So I don't know. I just don't like like that's why I kind of stopped sharing my numbers. I think TikTok kind of discouraged me because I try to go on like my Stand Store and refresh my screen and stuff like that, and then like the FTC got, Chad, I ain't got time, and the violations, I don't have time. Like I had got like a little 3-day what was it called, like where I couldn't go live on there. So Child, they can have it. You know, I'll get on there when I can. I said I'm about to just start doing TikTok shop or like promoting like the little products that I use, baby, and I'm gonna get my ass off. Yes, that's true. People come back and watch. People come back and watch. I can't even talk. People come back and watch later on YouTube, which you can't get on TikTok. I mean, you can like do those. What is it called? Like the repost or whatever, like that. But yeah, it's just again, like I feel like everybody, you just have to kind of find your vibe and what works well for you. Like, what's the platform that you feel most comfortable on? Like YouTube, maybe I can get on here with a booger on my nose and I don't even care. I feel comfortable. Versus like TikTok. I mean, it's not that I'm not like comfortable. It's just I don't really. I'm not one of them, baby. I be studying. I be stuttering over my words. I be feeling like you have to be a freaking you know, what's it called, like an auctioneer. And I struggle. I'm working on it. My people be even telling me in the comments, like, Sierra, can you tell them to like your video? Tell them to subscribe. And I'm like, girl, if you want to subscribe, sir, if you want to subscribe, subscribe. I'm not begging for nobody to do nothing, baby. Again, I can lead you to water. I can't make you drink. So, and TikTok, I just feel like it's very fast paced, and it's like, hey, y'all tap the screen, y'all do this, y'all do. Child, do y'all want this information or not? That's all I'm here for. Okay, I'm just trying to show you my little 1 2 1 2 share. You know, again, I got on here. I'm talking about how my student, she just texted me talking about she made her first sale, baby. All I can do is just give y'all facts, give y'all the truth, and that's it. All that extra, okay, y'all, we gonna like the gift thing that really throws me off too. Like, and I be feeling bad because I hope my people don't be thinking that I'm not gonna, baby, I'll tap the screen for you, but I'm not paying for no fake money. I'm not. So that's another reason why I don't be on there, Christian. You know. But did you go live today? Or you should be on live right now? What you in my live for? You better have your butt on live on Instagram and whatever platforms you're doing, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. Like for real, go live on because you'd be surprised. Like I got started on Instagram, y'all. I cannot say that enough. I got started on Instagram, and when my page got shut down, my faceless page had got shut down. That kind of like forced me to be face forward. I was like, you know what? I mean, I've been struggling on YouTube all this time. Nobody's watching my vlogs. I really want to vlog, but nobody's watching it. What if I just start vlogging? Like I kind of fell into it. I was like, what if I just start vlogging my behind the scenes and showing people like, because I'm not no structured person. I don't know if y'all know that about me. Like when I mentor you and I coach you, baby, it's real ghetto, but it's the ghetto-ness that you need that's gonna help you get through it. Because I don't do all that fluff. Um, but yeah, I kind of like fell into it, and I was like, well, I can do what I want to do because I enjoy doing it, which is gonna allow me to show up. Because I ain't gonna do nothing that I don't want to do, or it's gonna feel forced, and you're gonna know it feels forced, okay? And so I was like, well, I'm just gonna start filming myself, like, hey, this is how I set up my phone if I don't have a tripod or I'm out in public. This is how I film my content, right, or whatever like this. This is how I make $500 to $1,000 a day. If I can do it, you can do it, right? And then people started, and that's really what made my business kind of take off. I'm on yours because it's motivating. Instagram is annoying because now you have to. Oh yeah, that's right, that's right. But yeah, I mean, one thing I don't know if you know Miranda. I mean, she's more SWC now. But like when I tell you, like Christian, they own TikTok 3 times a day going live. Okay, and it's so funny because I was like, I ain't trying to pop my collar like that. But I'm telling you, a year ago, literally a year ago, everybody thought I was crazy when I was like, y'all, I get all my sales from live. Well, nobody other than only person I'm gonna shout out is Lane. I don't know if you know who Lane Event is. That she's on YouTube. She's like UBC. She does. She's like really motivating and stuff like that too. A lot of people always like kind of compare us or whatever like that. But she is kind of another person that kind of like really inspired me to get on YouTube because she was like, hey, you know, I'm on. You know, she would get on live. But I'm telling like when nobody going live, everybody was literally just posting their organic content. And when I seen that shit, all I gotta do was get on live. I ain't really gotta post no content like that, baby. Cause you know, I'm not gonna lie, like there's nothing wrong with I mean there's nothing wrong with like posting content, but after a while you do be kind of like, okay, I'm tired of posting this goddamn content, right? And so when I was like, man, I can just get on here and have a conversation with my people, be myself, tell them the real, you know what I mean? Like to me, that's a lot easier, you know, show people the features that they're gonna show them how to use it, you know, and talk about, you know, again, like it's not really about hitting people's pain points really anymore and like the whole nurturing and all that. It's really like people just want the information. Send them the link, get straight to the point. Don't be trying to do all that extra. Like I genuinely care, don't get me wrong. But like I remember where I used to like literally be back and forth in the DMs, back and forth. Nowadays, maybe I send people the link and they just buy. Okay, like it don't have to be all either you're ready to change your life or you're not. Okay, again, DWA, and Christian, with you having DWA, it speaks for itself. Tell people there's 129,000 people that said yes to themselves and that invested in themselves. So that alone can't be a scam. It just can't. You know what I mean? Share them testimonies. Make sure you're sharing testimonies like I'm really bad at, I don't do this as much anymore, but maybe I'll do it today. Maybe that just inspired me to get my shit together, because I'm getting ready to take DWA off my site. So, or I'm not going to just be promoting as much as we go into the new month. But like, share testimonies every single day, Christian, like 3 to 4 every single day, and show people like, yeah, even if you haven't got, your second or third sale or whatever like that, like, just talk about, like, because I tell people all the time, when you haven't made all this money yet, you are the most relatable, because people are like, well, why are you pursuing this? Why are you showing up daily if you haven't made no money in this? Because I'm learning, because it's setting me up to not be broke another day in my life. I have so many different ideas. When I thought that I wasn't, by like my day 4, I tell people this all the time, where I thought I was about to pivot, that's when I started seeing people, and I would look through the comments inside the DWA, and I'm like, so many people are saying that they're having issues with setting up their store. And so I had started branching off, and I was like, okay, I'm going to start setting people's stores up for them for $50. Maybe what color you want, what font you want, give me a picture. I started doing all of that. And that's the thing, and that's why I be trying to tell people, like, DWA is not just about selling the course, and don't position it like that. It's so much more. It's literally a stepping stone for you to do other things and invest in other, things. It's honestly you just getting your feet wet, the training wheels to set you up to learn how to get this money. Like, that's all it is. You know what I mean? And regardless if you decide to resell it, take the models and repurpose them on YouTube and, like, kind of create content around that, do the other 15 streams of income that's in there, whatever, like, baby, it's setting you up to never be broke another day in your life. And as long as you position it like that, I promise you they're going to come. I promise you they're going to come. But I will say, I did do a quick little audit on your page. Stop using them hashtag digital wealth and digital. Stop using that, Christian. I'm going to call you out. Stop using it, okay? Who are you talking to? Are you talking to the guys or whatever? Put it in there. Like, seriously, put men who make, I can't think of a hashtag right now. But, for the guys, like, for real, Christian, are you a dad? I don't know if you're a dad or not, but like, start talking to the people that you're trying to attract. That's the biggest thing that I always see people do. They be trying to, like, digital marketing this or DWA. And it's like, baby, I don't want them people. Them people already got DWA. They already know about digital marketing. I'm trying to talk to the people that don't. I know Miranda, but I don't know the other one you're talking about. Oh, okay. I'm about to say, because a lot of people like, again, they always be saying, thinking me and Lane, because I think Lane started before I did, but she's really like a positive, individual. She a Black girl. We love that. But yeah, like I said, she was kind of one of the persons that motivated me to start going live on YouTube. And ever since then, baby, I locked in with it. Okay. And ever since then, like, I was like, okay, we'll post the content. I still think posting 3 pieces of content a day, if you can, is really helpful. But like, I try to, like, I don't know what your other content pillars are, but I try to do, like, not every post is about trying to, hey girl, buy my program or buy this or, whatever. I'm a mom. So like, my different content pillars is like, I show moms how to make money online. I'll try to motivate moms, and I try to also make moms laugh. So that's why I do mom memes. And that way it's like, okay, girl, okay, sir, every time I come on your page, goddamn, you got a call to action talking about, can I buy this? Like, whoa, okay. Don't be afraid to give away free value. Give people step-by-step information. And when they see that, like, damn, like, if he gave this away for free, I can only imagine what his paid product is going to be like. So again, I think that's the biggest thing. People be like, oh, I can't give this away. I can't. Baby, I can give somebody step-by-step instruction. Girl, do this, do that. In my guide that I sell, Mama, you should be rich or whatever like that, I literally am showing you how to set up your business with $0. But when people see, like, wow, she gave this value away from free, it makes them feel more comfortable to buy your high ticket or your whatever product. So, but again, get your ass on live, okay, Christian? It's Friday. But all right, y'all, if y'all don't have any more questions, I end up hitting my hour anyway. Not that I be really stuck on trying to be on here for an hour, but I'm just saying I end up hitting an hour anyway. So if y'all don't have no questions, I hope y'all have an amazing weekend. I will be on probably tomorrow, like I said, inside of NPM. I am doing Sell It Mama Saturdays, where I'll be doing live masterclasses inside of my community to show you how to successfully sell NPM, so you can start making anywhere from $100 to $400 a day. As a mom, Mama, you should be rich. Okay, so if you haven't already, get my guide right now. It's just $27 before it goes up. But yeah, y'all, I will see y'all tomorrow. Y'all have a good day. Okay, everything is linked down below in the description, and remember, payment plans are available, so you have no excuse, okay? Have a good Friday. Have a good weekend, y'all. Bye.